Hey everybody, welcome back to your tower moment. I hope everything is going good in your world. But if it isn't and you're having a tower moment, you come to the right place. All these messages are timeless and there are no star signs. Everybody gets to play. So, according to YouTube rules, I have to ask that you subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw. You don't have to, but if I don't ask, I'll get arrested by the YouTube police. So, we don't want that. With that out of the way, I draw two cards from the Major Arcana deck to find out what your tower moment is. We'll look at the bottom of this deck for more information, and then we'll clarify with this and find out what the rest of the story is. All right, not all tower moments are great. You know, tower moments shaking up life, but not all of them are bad either. So let's see what we got. The Emperor on this side of the tower means basically you're under the control of you're kind of out of control, or you have kind of the power isn't with you anymore. You feel powerless. You feel like nothing you do makes a difference. Basically, you're not in control of your own life, your own situation, whatever it is. You just feel like you're being taken along for a ride and you don't like it, or you're being oppressed by some kind of higher power, like managers at work or something like that. This is just someone who has all the power over you and they don't use it wisely. Okay, so the Emperor in your life is basically making you feel like you have there's no power at all. That's going to lead to your Tower moment, and that's going to lead to the Temperance card. So things will become in harmony again. They'll balance out, but it's going to take a little bit, and that just means that you have to endure whatever you're going through. It sounds like we'll clarify a little bit, but right now it feels like there's a whole lot of not much you can do. It's kind of like a teachable moment. Like this is what happens when you when you don't take control, somebody else will, and then you just kind of have to put up with it. So always be assertive in your own life, you know. And the Judgment and the Sun card are here, so this means you have to make a decision, and you'll probably bring happiness back into your life. Yeah, this is probably a very big teachable moment, but we're going to clarify to find out what it's all about. All right, here we go. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles on this side of the tower is basically the investment didn't work. You didn't invest. You didn't put any time, effort, or energy. This is probably laziness. I hate to say it. This is just you not putting the required effort, energy, and thing like you didn't do enough. And when somebody else came along, you're just like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. You've got to invest in your own life. You've got to, you can't rely on the world to come to your rescue all the time. And a lot of people do that in this day and age. Like, but I deserve, I want, I need. Nah, sometimes you gotta start doing stuff for yourself. And you kind of didn't, and you let somebody else take control. And now you're at the Nine of Wands. You basically, I think you did this because you're just tired. You don't want to choose. You don't want to make the decisions anymore. You're just like, I quit. I give up. I don't want to do this anymore. And this is what happens. You're learning your lesson because of what happens when you give power to someone else who probably doesn't deserve it. And Five of Cups, regret card. That's right. So yeah, see the regret card is here. You messed around and you found out, right? And now it just feels like you don't matter at all, and you're kind of like, whoops, I should have when I had the chance. I should have done something when I had the chance. That's probably the energy you're in now or about to be in. So if you're watching this and you kind of feel like this, you kind of feel depressed, burned out, and you just say, I wish somebody else would just take care of this and I don't have to do it. You're gonna find out real fast that your inner control freak is gonna come out, and you're gonna be like, no, you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way, you have to do it this way, and now there's nothing, nobody listens, you know. I guess because it's like you just gave up, or you're about to. Don't do it. Don't give up. But if you do, this is where you're heading. Somebody else will take the power, and then you're just gonna have to be miserable with it for a while. Queen of Wands, yeah, this tower moment's going to show you who you really are. Like I just said, you're gonna be like, okay, I can't ever be this drained, this broken, this low again. I have to. This is my life. I have to decide where it goes. So you're going to stand on business, and you have the Two of Cups, and you're going to be like, yeah, that's the life for me. I don't want anyone telling me what to do anymore. It's especially if it's in a work situation, or this is definitely a work situation, or a chance where you had to take charge of a group project and you just didn't want to do it, and now you're just a cog in the machine, and everywhere you look is like, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. I could fix this, but you're not the one in charge. And now you want to be the one in charge. You get the idea, right? Yeah, Eight of Cups, this harmony thing is probably the best thing you can do in this situation, this group project, is just walk away. You can't fix it. You can't change it. You can't manipulate or control the situation anymore. And instead of trying to do so, it's just going to stress you out even further. So I think you're going to have to walk away from this decision. Knight of Cups, yeah, definitely. This is a situation where you thought you wanted it. You were like, yeah, I just want to be a worker. I don't want to be in charge. I don't want to do, I just want to follow. I don't care what happens. I'm tired. I'm burned out. And now you're not that anymore. You find out real quick that you like to be the Queen of Wands here. You like to be the one in charge. You like to be the maker, because that's the kind of brain and power you have. That's the kind of energy you have. You like to be the leader, and this is definitely not you. You lost interest, and you just want to quit and walk away. And yeah, and actually quitting for you is probably a very difficult thing to do. You probably don't like to quit anything. You're probably the type that goes, no, I don't, you'll see it through to the end. But this is a great challenge for you. Sometimes we have to quit. Sometimes we have to let things go and just be like, I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. And we move on. And I think that decision will bring happiness in your life for sure. Because, you just tried to be the follower, and you're not really a good follower type. That's not you. You're more of a, I know how to get this job done, and let's get it done. This is how we're going to do it. And the person who took over is definitely not that, or they don't measure up to your standards, your whatever energy that you thought that they should be putting into it. They're not doing it. And that's going to lead right to your Tower moment. So the best thing you can do is walk away. And that's going to be very difficult for you because you don't like to quit. But this was a immature feeling that you had, because you just got hit at a low spot. This Page of Cups, you just got hit at a low point. Everything came down on you at once, and you just wanted to quit. You didn't really want to quit. You just didn't want to be in charge. You didn't want to be the one that told everybody what to do or how to manage a project. You were just like, yeah, I don't want to be that person anymore. And now you regret it. Big time. This is a live and learn, mess around and find out situation. You messed around, you found out, and now you realize that, if you're going to be involved in a project that involves you directly, you're going to have to be in charge. I mean, these are, you've always been good at that. I think you've always been pretty good at being the leader. So that's the role you should play. And if this doesn't resonate with you, and if you're just fine being a follower and you don't care about any of this, well, then that does not resonate with you. Don't try to make it fit. But if it does, and you feel like you're the one in charge most of the time, and you're just kind of like, I know how things need to be done, and I know how to keep pace, and I know how to keep a project, moving forward, and then you're watching as everything starts on fire and burns around you, and you're like, what? This could have been preventable. This could have, we could have avoided all of this. And why is it such a disaster? And you're just pulling your hair out. Now you know that no matter how you feel, you always have to, you should always be the one in charge, because you're just going to feel like this again. You don't want to do that. All right, that's it for the Tower reading, really. The Sun card is up there. So once you make this decision to walk away from this mess, this nightmare, you're going to be a lot happier. It's just going to be difficult because you don't like to quit. And you can't take charge of this situation. And even if you could, it's too big of a mess to deal with. I mean, it's too far gone. Nobody likes it. Everybody's unhappy. And you could put all your energy into this, but I don't think you want to. I think you just want to move on. And you have to pick and choose your battles, so I would say let this one go. And live, learn, and try not to repeat the same mistake, okay? All right. I hope that made sense to all of you. You watch it again. If it didn't, I tried to make it clear. So here we go. There's the cards. I will show you them in a minute. Here we go. And that'll be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helped you or somebody you know. Share it with somebody if you think it could help. And thanks for getting this far to the end, if you made it this far. All right. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.